All right, we are back. I just wanted to take a quick break, kind of break things up before we jump into our official review. I think we lost JR. But let me tell y'all, this is going to be our official 2013 review of the 55th Annual Grammy Awards. That was a lot. That was a long title, I know. But, baby, let me tell you, this year, I just don't even know what to say. I mean, sure enough, there were some highlights. But to me, I was just disappointed. They weren't really giving me, like Quadare would say from YouTube, they weren't giving me my meal. They weren't giving me my 4-course meal with the side drink and the fries to go along with the burger. They didn't give me the whole value meal. They didn't give me what I was looking for this year. I'm sorry to say it. And to start off, because I got some notes written down, we're going to go from start to finish. I'm going to hit on the highlights because we're going to go through the categories here in a minute, but I'm just going to give you what I saw and what I observed about the entire Grammy Award presentation this year. And I'm sorry, I know people just, everybody just feels so guilty to say anything about Taylor Swift, and I just think, she's a cute little teeny bopper, But, girl, okay, Kanye West threw you shade some years ago. Girl, get over it. Now, you are almost pretty much a grown woman. I'm going to need your songs to match your age. You're an evolving young woman, an evolving young artist. And, you have some good material, but, girl, I'm going to need you to kind of grow up. And you're singing songs about we'll never get back together. It's just like a little high school song. Girl, I'm going to need you to evolve. Come up with the times, okay? That little Dr. Seuss gang of freaks that you had to open up the show, okay. It would have been good for the Teen Source Awards or whatever. But, baby, this is a grown Grammy Award. I'm going to need you to come up with the age, come up with the times. Okay, sweetie? That's all I'm saying.
What about her taking a shot at her ex during the song?
What'd you say?
Her taking a shot at her ex during that song.
I know. I don't know the story behind it, but I said she was taking a shot at somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like, whew. But I will say, this year, LL Cool J, he was the host of the 55th Annual Grammy Awards, and I will say he did a very wonderful job, very classy, very elegant. I will say still a young man. I mean, he's really classy, really elegant, really brought some humor to it, was very tasteful. I think it was a good choice for them this year. And he really had an inspiring opening message for the show. It was just really touching, and he pretty much said what it meant to him and what it meant to the Grammy Awards meant to the music industry. It was just, like you said, it was pretty much like you were saying, it's just a time for us to come together and just, come as one and just celebrate the artistry of music. So that was really a good thing. Now, let's talk about Miss Adele. Did you get the chance to see what she had on?
I seen the picture of it when I went back and reviewed the stuff.
Okay. Well, first of all, congrats to Adele. I'm going to preface this by saying I love me some Adele. I love the girl. I love her to death. She's one big sister, and she can sing. She can just open them lungs and just sing. Just big old church. She remind you of one of them old church women. Them old women, that old Happy Day choir women. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She showing enough to look like she had one of them old dresses on too. Let me tell you something, Adele. You got a phenomenal voice, but you don't have a phenomenal style. And let me tell you something. She came up on stage with that flower dress on, and them those flowered heels. All of a sudden, I just wanted to go get me a cup of tea and sit down, and I had a taste for one of the most strawberry muffins, one of the big old fluffy muffins. She seeing that dress, she just made me hungry for a damn muffin. And I was like, no, honey, no. I mean, we don't do that here in America.
Oh, goodness.
So but I just wanted to send a shout out to her because I know you just keep doing your thing, girl, because I know you got it. All right. Something else I want to talk about, Miss Miranda. Yeah, she performed. She looked fabulous. She looked wonderful. Like I said on Facebook, move over Nicki Minaj, because she came on stage. She was giving us hips, legs, thighs, and breasts. Like I mean, you got the whole to do. I said anything else. I said you could have went to Popeyes and got a full meal. Because it felt like she was just giving it all. But she really gave it all, and it was all natural, unlike Nicki Minaj. But we're not gonna go there. She did a wonderful job. Next performance I really want to talk about is Wiz Khalifa and Miguel. All right, Miguel, let me tell you something. You will never in your life, because you could have done that performance just fine by yourself. You did not need the assistance of a cockroach to help you sing that song, Wiz Khalifa. Now, I don't know what he had on with that black and white suit looking like, you know how like that gun that has the zigzag kind of like designed in it. That's what it looked like. And this fool had on some shoes, some boots and shoes with no socks on, didn't have no shirt on up under the jacket. And I'm like, that is not fly. Like, you really, like, and Miguel, he's a good artist. He's on point. You know what I'm saying? Miguel, he's sharp. But I think that Wiz Khalifa just like, the collaboration was good, but the image, the actual image, like, no, it just didn't work for y'all. So, I don't know about that. So, speaking of Miguel, I want to get on this because, and I know a lot of this is not going to be a popular opinion, but I think it is to some people because I know I got some likes on this comment last night. But I'm sorry. To me, Kelly Clarkson is overrated. I think the only reason why she's relevant is because she was the first American Idol, and people are going to always remember the first American Idol. But to me, I don't like, there's something about her I don't like. I don't like her attitude. She's very arrogant. To me, I'm going to flat out say it, she's trashy. Anything that you put her in, she can dress up as much as she wants. She still gives off trashy vibes. And to me, like I always say, you can put a hog in a tuxedo, but he or she or it is still a hog.
Was she the one that had all those diamonds?
She had something on, but she had something on, and I don't think they were diamonds. They were more like Dollar Tree, dollar store rhinestones that look like somebody glued on to some bullshit before the show, excuse my language. But to me, what really threw the icing on the cake to where I just don't really feel her now is how are you going to throw shade towards another artist? Like when she came up to accept her award for a song, okay, whatever. I don't like her, but hey, I'm not going to hate on her. Let her shine on her moment. But when you threw shade towards Miguel and said that, I don't know who you are, but, maybe we need to do a collaboration. They're like, girl, first of all, Miguel is very well known. Who are you as an artist? You don't even know who Miguel is, sweetie, and you call yourself a pop star or a pop icon. Now, I think you was trying to be funny. And to me, like, you know what? You're not queen of comedy, girl. You may be queen of the trailer park, but you're not queen of comedy, okay? So before you get on stage throwing shade towards another artist, you need to be respectful. And I'm sorry, like, you are not hot. You're not what I call American Idol. Now, Miss Carrie Underwood, on the other hand, I like Carrie Underwood. She's a very beautiful lady, very beautiful personality. I mean, very classy, just a class act. She looked wonderful. She was dressed beautiful last night, and she can sing. And to me, you're no match to her. I think Carrie Underwood should get more shine than you, Miss Kelly Clarkson. So you need to have a seat. And like I said, I may not like have not liked you, but really, like I said, at the end of the day, you were very disrespectful. You were very arrogant last night. And to me, you don't sound, you're not star-worthy material. But that's just my opinion, okay? So we're going to move right on along from that. But I just want to throw that in there. And far to all you Kelly Clarkson fans, I don't care what you have to say. That's my opinion. Because she didn't have any right to be disrespectful like that last night. Okay, moving right on along. The guys that sing "We Are Young," I gotta pull their name up. They won a couple of awards, and I do like that song, but that wardrobe, some of them wardrobes they was wearing, I'm like, man. One of them came up on stage with a chili bowl haircut and some platform heels, and I'm like, I don't know if I should go to Ben's. I just feel like I just had an urge to go to Ben's Chili Bowl, just pack my bags up and go to D.C. and go to Ben's Chili Bowl and get me a bowl of hot chili because they just look like somebody dumped some hot chili on his head. I don't know what that was, but I guess, different strokes for different folks, but I just wanted to give a shout-out to them, and I'm trying to find the name of that group. There's so many people. We're going to go down the list anyways in a little bit, but yeah, they did pretty well. They won a couple of awards. I will say I was glad to see Justin Timberlake make his comeback to the world of music. I'm really glad to see him back. I don't think that his performance was the highlight of the evening. I do think that the highlight performance was from Bruno Mars, which they did a tribute to Bob Marley, and it just really was a very fun and just energetic performance. It really got the crowd going and got everybody, engaged and stuff. But Justin Timberlake did very well. I was very happy to see him come back. Very sharp brother. He did, Jay-Z collaborated with him along with some other artists, and it was just good to see him back because we haven't seen him put out anything lately. So it was good seeing him come back on the scene. So, like I said, Miss Kelly Underwood, she performed last night. She did a wonderful job, very beautiful. She won an award, I think, in the country music genre. I gotta say this. Frank Ocean is a good producer, very good songwriter, but I was surprised when he actually won a new category that they had out this year called the Best Urban Contemporary Album. Now, he was in the category with Chris Brown and Miguel. And I was really surprised that, I'm not surprised that he probably lost, he won over Chris Brown because a lot of people are still mad at him, but still, I was surprised that he even won over Miguel. But you should have seen the look on Chris Brown's eyes when his eyes got real big when they said that Frank Ocean won the category. And I guess that, from what I heard, that there was some beef between him and Chris Brown or something a couple weeks ago or something like that, or recently. But anyways, he won that category. And pretty much that was just what that was my take on things. It was okay. There were some things, but it was just very boring to me this year. I just think, and I was surprised that they didn't mention anything about Lady Gaga. They didn't mention anything about Nicki Minaj. They didn't mention anything about Madonna. It would just seem like a lot of these artists that did things for shock value, were irrelevant this year. And it was just, I don't know. Beyonce, she was in the audience. Some people said that Kelly Rowland outdressed her this year, but Beyonce, I don't care, even if she's not really trying to be. Beyonce's been all over the place this year. I know she's probably tired, and with her not really performing last night, I guess she wanted to take a break. She's gonna look good when she comes out, but just imagine doing event after event after event, and you have to be fabulous at every event. you know, it was okay for her to be mediocre last night. It was okay for her to just look nice, you know. And I just think that, you know, a lot of people just kind of hate. And I just don't think that you always have to overdo it every time, especially if you're not performing. I just think that she was just there to relax and support her husband, but they both looked really good, you know, needless to say. So, let's see what else we need to talk about. Did you have anything that you wanted to talk about as far as the Grammy Awards or what you saw?
No, I was just perusing over your postings and going back and reading a few things. I've seen the Adele outfit. And I did hear about
I just saw Strawberry Jam when I seen that.
And the Taylor Swift.
Hot butter biscuit.
I was reading an article about the Taylor Swift thing, and I was like, okay.
Ooh, what did they say?
Wasn't that she was the opening act, right?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Yeah, about how there's a part there in the middle of the song where she talks normally, and she was using a British accent in part of that line, taking a shot at her ex, who's British. And I was thinking to myself, shaking my head, going, grow up. Just grow up. You're on the Grammys. You're supposed to be an opening act. You're supposed to be performing, doing your song, doing what you're known for. Try not to be childish and immature. Just go out there and put on your best little performance and then go back behind the stage again.
Because, see, at that point, you know better than Kanye West when he put you on blast. So don't try it now because, honey, you are a grown woman now, and you doing grown woman things. Don't be surprised when someone gives you a grown woman reaction, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, I agree with you on I agree with you 100% on that, Michael. But one more thing I want to touch on before we wrap this review up. Do you think, as we mentioned earlier, do you think that the industry is suffering now? Do you just think it's just evolving, or do you think it's a mixture of both?
Personally, I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, as technology and innovation comes through and new things are able to be done, new ways of making music, new influences, you're going to see it evolve. It can't help but to evolve. But still in some aspect, I think it is still suffering. But I think the suffering from it is in the quality of some of the performers out there.
Yeah.
Like you and I had talked about how they are, selling out, making increasingly, which, they're human, they're going to make bad choices from time to time, but just how they'll sacrifice some of their, like you said, sell out in a lot of ways. I think that due to the way the industry is structured, it makes it easier for them to sell out like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think it's clear across the board. I think it's in every genre. And I think that, like you said, technology, like you mentioned earlier, has caused people to become lazy. Just nothing wrong with technology. I mean, but I think that sometimes you lose that authenticity. And, it just, I don't know. Like you said, I still think that there's original people out there. I still think there's wonderful artists. Like I said, Prince last night, I got to mention this before we close out. Prince came out, and like I said on Facebook, Prince still has it. Like, after all these years, he's 50, he looks wonderful for his age. And like I said on a Facebook post, young artists, you need to take note. If you want a career that has longevity, you need to pay attention to Prince and artists like him that paved the way for you. So that I wanted to throw that in. But I know this show's about to wrap up. I just wanted to come in and do a quick review today and just talk about what's going on, in the news and what's going on in the events for today. So, I don't know. I mean, have anything else you wanted to add or talk about before we get off air, or?
Not that I can think
of. Okay. Well, once again, you've been listening to The Urban Wire, brought to you by the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers, where we shine a light on issues impacting the urban community. Check us out at www.blogtalk.com/UCOFW, or subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UCOFW. Or you can join our group page. Just look us up under the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers. And check out Michael's website, www.sunrisehumanity.com, and his YouTube channel, youtube.com/sunrisehumanity. We're going to have all these links listed. If you check us out on our YouTube channel, we're going to have excerpts of the show. We're going to have all those links listed so you can go check them all out. But until then, we'll probably be back next week, or I might later on in the week. What I'm going to probably do is do like a, well, I need to say this too before we get off. I wanted to mention Whitney Houston. This is around the first anniversary of her passing, and I just wanted to just send out my respects to her, and just that's why we started out the show with her song, because I forgot to mention that. So I just wanted to do a tribute to her, which I might do a midweek tribute to her. This is probably just a musical show, like probably be on air for like 30 minutes to an hour. We're gonna play, strictly music, hip hop, news, whatever. So just be on the lookout for that. We'll probably be doing that on Wednesday. So just Wednesday or Thursday. So just keep it locked. Until then, we're going to sign out and be on the lookout for us later on this week. Good night.
Good night, all.